Today we're discussing home values and market crashes here in coastal Delaware. Let's go. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another edition of Living in Coastal Delaware. I'm Matt Lunden, your favorite coastal Delaware realtor. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the home values here in coastal Delaware and that they're an upcoming crash that you can expect, and just some different things to keep an eye out there. So it's going to be, if you're looking to buy or if you're looking to sell, what you can expect in the current shifting market and what we're seeing from some folks that are currently in the market looking to buy or sell. If you could do me a favor, make sure you subscribe, hit the button down below to subscribe. That helps out the channel so I can continue to bring you new content each and every week. And then if you are someone that is in the market to buy or sell here in coastal Delaware, I love hearing from you guys. So please do not hesitate to reach out. All my information is down below in the description and here on the screen. And now it's time to dive in. So in talking with the buyers that are currently in the market, I've got some short-term buyers and some, further out buyers. And there really seems to be two schools of thought. And those two different thought processes are, one, I would like to make a move now, do something now before interest rates get too high. And then the other group is, I'm going to hold off and wait because I think that the prices are going to drop by X amount between now and a later date. So I just wanted to bring you just some thoughts into each one of those schools of thoughts. Just take a little bit deeper dive into the two nuances there, just so I can clear some things up in case you are one of these folks or you're considering what you should be doing going forward. If I am completely wrong in your eyes, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, I love hearing from everybody that views the channel. So if you think that I'm crazy or if you agree with me, let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. As we take a look at the first school of thought and the first camp of rising interest rates, and obviously we've discussed it in previous videos. I've got a whole video dedicated to interest rates, but in the short term, we know interest rates are going to continue to go up. Just a fact of the matter, they're trying to fight inflation, so rising interest rates are just something that we're not going to be able to avoid, at least for the short term amount of time. So those folks that are looking to get into something soon, obviously, the interest rates can play a big role in affordability, and making sure you can afford something is obviously, priority number one. So, if you are someone that's looking to do something, you want to make sure that you're getting somewhere soon. The big thing right now is if interest rates are hovering around 6%, and say interest rates come crashing down a year from now, you can always refinance out of that rate. So you're not stuck into the rate forever. Yes, you're getting a 30-year loan. If you are getting financing, more than likely it's going to be a 30-year loan. And, it may be daunting seeing that 6% at first, but if the rates come back down, you can refinance. If the rates don't come back down and they just continue going up, you got a good deal. So, don't think that the rate is necessarily, a reason to wait or anything, because you can always refinance out of the rate. Again, we know in the short term that the rates are not coming down. So if the rates get to a point where you can no longer afford the home, you don't have to worry about financing or refinancing because you don't have the home anyway. So you want to make sure that you're getting something, you're able to afford it, and that you're getting in there sooner rather than later, again, because interest rates are only going up. So if you're in this camp, you 100% are probably better suited finding something now rather than waiting. If you're in the second group of thought that I'm going to wait until the spring of 2023, or I'm going to wait until the summer of 2023 because I think housing costs will drop by X. While that may be the case, they may come down. I don't see them coming down, but while they may come down, if we know interest rates are going up, the house that you're looking at buying is essentially going to cost you the same amount of money. So if you have a house that's $400,000 at a 6% interest rate, but you get to buy it in the spring for $325,000 at a 9% interest rate, you're not really doing any better. You're actually probably paying more monthly for that less expensive home because the interest rate is higher. So as interest rates continue to go up, it's just going to affect your monthly payments, and you're going to, even if prices do come down a little bit, if interest rates continue to rise, your monthly payment's not going to really change. So don't get so caught up in the big number of what the actual home costs, because in the end, your monthly number is likely not to change if interest rates continue to rise. Again, unless you're in a position to pay cash. If you're in a position to pay cash, interest rates don't affect you. And then, if you are looking to pay cash, you may be wanting to wait until prices come down, if they come down. I've got some folks that have been waiting since 2020 for prices to come down, and you can see how they're doing. Prices have not dropped at all since 2020. So the big thing, I would just keep in mind that, the monthly number is what you need to be focusing on, and run some scenarios at different price points and different interest rates, just so you have a better idea of the full picture. In my personal opinion, I believe that interest rates are actually probably going to drop as we hit like December of this year. I think between now and then we'll see them continue to rise. And then I think, right around the winter time, we're going to see a little bit of a drop off. And all that's going to do is going to bring a lot more buyers back into the market that were otherwise priced out. And it's going to drive the prices right back up again. So come springtime, come summer next year, I don't see prices being any lower than they currently are. We've still got a very strong market, and we're still very short on inventory. Balanced market is about 6 months worth of inventory on the market, and we're nowhere near that. So I just don't see a huge drop off in prices unless there's some greater macroeconomic situation in the United States, which, with the recession and everything else, I guess theoretically could happen. But, we just don't see a major drop off in prices really coming anytime soon. So if you're someone that's waiting because you want to get that $400,000 house at $325,000, just keep in mind that your monthly payment will likely remain about the same if interest rates continue to rise like they're expected to. According to the National Association of Realtors, this is just a little fact for you. So from May to June, existing home prices nationwide dropped 5.4%. Now, all of a sudden, it's like, oh, it's not as hot a market, but that marks the 5th consecutive month of declining sales. Why is that? Less inventory, less things to sell. So the big shift in focus there is that the median sales price of those homes reached a new high in June of $416,000. That's a 13.4% increase from the June of the prior year of 2021. So while the number of sales dropped, the cost of those homes has increased significantly, again, reflecting the biggest factor there being the shortage of inventory. So when there's less homes in the market, there's less homes to sell and prices go up. No one predicts that the inventory issue is going to be solved by the springtime. It makes it hard to believe that the prices will come falling down at some alarming, incredible rate. I just don't see it happening. And then for those of you that are looking to sell, I would keep your eyes on the market. If you're considering selling down the road and not right now, you need to just keep an eye on where things are going and how it's going to affect you. As interest rates continue to go up, that just takes buyers out of the market and gets less eyes on your home, has less competition to purchase your home. So you can start to expect to get offers with home inspections and other contingencies included in them. And as less ready and willing buyers remain in the market, you will start to see more and more items added to contracts. So if you are considering selling, it's probably in your best interest to have someone on your side that knows what they're doing to effectively market your property. Any agent can just slap your home on the MLS and just, hope and pray that somebody comes in there for it. But as the market continues to shift, it is imperative that you align yourself with someone who's got a more competitive and proactive marketing strategy, just to get as many eyes on your home as possible instead of just the listing and praying method. If you've been following along for a little while now, you're well aware of my thoughts on the future of things. Make sure you are keeping your eyes on the local market, as things here vary greatly from the national trends that are shown in the media if you're watching the news and everything else. And if you've enjoyed the content we are putting out, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below so we can continue bringing all things real estate and coastal Delaware. And then, as always, if you are someone that is looking to buy or sell real estate here in coastal Delaware, all my information is down below in the description and here on the screen, and I would love to discuss your situation to see if we could be a good fit. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace.